Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So like you all know that previously we have started a tutorial series of C++ and I hope you're enjoying that all videos. Like in the previous video we have covered up the things about logical operators and I hope you understand that, and we were working on operators from the previous two videos and I hope you understand that basically how we can work with operators and how many types of operators are there in C++ programming language. Now in this video we will be learning that what are strings in C++. I'll be telling you all the things about strings, how you can use strings, what are strings, and why we use this element in C++. So everything I'll be telling you about strings in this video. So remember to hit a like to this video if you understand this, and also hit subscribe button if you learn things from this channel, and if you want to learn more things, so hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. And also share this video so more people can learn and they can understand that how we can work with C++ and how we can start with these amazing things when we are working with C++. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. So now here we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that in this video I'll be telling you that what are strings in C++ and how you can start with them. Like if we talk about strings first, so strings are used for storing text character. For example, hello world is a string. A string variable contains a collection of characters surrounded by double quotes. It is just saying us that strings are only used for storing text or characters. For example, hello world is a text and we are creating a string, means we are writing it in two double quotes, so means that it is a string which we are defining and we are storing a data in a string, and this is why we call this hello world a string. A string variable contains a collection of characters, means the string contains a collection of characters and it is surrounded by double quotes, means this hello world which I have written in this double quotes are the characters surrounded by the double quotes. So these are the variable or characters which are surrounded. All right. And if we talk about example, means what are the examples of a string? Create a variable of type string and then assign it a value. Like if I create a string of type and if I assign a value string greeting equal to hello, so this is a string which I have created because I have written it in double quotes. Anything which you write in double quotes, it will be indicated as a string. If I write double quotes here after this hello or before this hello, so it is means we are writing a string value here. So this hello is a string value which we are writing, and this string greeting which we have written, it is a variable, and in this variable we are assigning a string value here. So to use strings you must include an additional header file in the source code, the string library. Means it is just saying that if you want to use the string you must include an additional header file in the source code so that the string library can work. Like there's the example, include a string, means you have to write this hashtag include a string so that you can include a string in your C++ and you can work with it. But if you don't add this string and then you are creating these all things like this and then you're working, so it will be giving you an error. So remember to use this hashtag include string, like use hashtag include iostream when you're starting with C++. So now what I'm going to do is I'll simply moving on to my Google Chrome here, and I will be just opening my Replit text editor. So I'll be opening my online environment Replit, and after opening Replit I've already open my dummy account, so I'll be just opening my REPL here, and after opening this REPL I'll be just moving on to this REPL and I'll be changing the name, because in this video we are learning about a string, so I'll be writing strings in C++. Then I'll be pressing enter to set the title of this REPL. You can just see now the title has been set to strings in C++ now. So now I'll be just removing all the things which we are getting here in the start, because we will be not working with these all things like you all know. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just simply moving here and I will be just now giving the starting codes of C++. So I'll be writing hashtag include iostream here like this, and after doing that right here using namespace std. So I'll be writing using namespace std. Then after doing it I'll be writing init main, and in this init main we'll be using curly bracket move down and create a value as return 0. And now we will be creating our first string here. The first string which we will be creating will be with the name of a string greeting, and in this string greeting I will be writing a value here equal to hello like this. This is a value. Now we have to write a count value like this. We have to close this as well, so we have done that now. So I'll be writing a count value as well, and I'll be just defining greeting here. If I just run it, after running you can just see we are getting a hello printed, means our string is working. But remember, when you are using a string you have to use this string in the top as well, means you have to add the include string like this. If I'm using a string, so I'll be writing include string like this to use the string. But if you don't do that, it will be giving you an error. It is not giving me an error because I'm using an online environment of Replit, and Replit does not give an error in these small things. But if you're using any offline text editor like VS Code or like any online environment for C++, not online, sorry, offline environment, if you're using like Atom, Sublime Text, VS Code, or any other offline environment for C++, it will be giving you an error when you don't include this string. So if it gives you an error, you have to use this hashtag include string. And if it is not downloaded, so you have to download this library, and after that you have to use these things which I've written here. And after using this string, you can just see when I have written a string value of hello here, which is surrounded by 2 double quotes. So the string is not giving me any error, means this is a text value which I have written here. But in the place of this value, if I write any number, so it does not call a string. If I write any number, so this number I'm not writing it in a string. This number I'm writing it normally like the number normally which we write the number. So we are just writing the number like that. And if I run this number to get the output, so obviously I will be getting an error. You can just see error is coming because I'm writing this number in a string, and when you write any value in a string without double quotes, so it will be giving you an error. If you write this number in double quotes here, it will be not indicating an error because now it is indicating that this 5 which you have written is a string value because you have now surrounded this 5 into double quotes. But if we are not surrounding this 5 in the double quotes, so it indicates as integer value, and integer value does not run in C++ when you're using a string. But right now we are using a string, and we are also writing double quotes after and before this 5, so it will be now not giving me an error, and my 5 will be getting the output. So now if I run to get the output as 5, you can just see now we are getting an output successfully, which is 5, means that our string is working. Now you can give any of the string value you want. You can give numbers as well, 55 or any number value you have to give. But remember, when you're writing number, text, character, any value you are writing, you can define it in a string, but you have to surround that value in double quotes. If you don't surround any value in double quotes here, so it will be giving you obviously an error. So remember, everything should be surrounded by this double quote so that you can see that your string is working or not. So I will be just now running it again to check we are getting this output or not, hello world and this exclamation mark. So I'll be just running it, and you can just see we are getting this hello world with this exclamation mark. And I hope you understand that how we are using a string. So this is not only one string you can create, there are many different types of string values you can create. Like if I move to this document, and if I create a variable of this string greeting which we have created, and in this we have written the value of a string which is hello. So you can add many of the string. You can give the name to string, like if I give my name to the string like this, and if I write a string value like my name here, remember when you are defining any string, so you have to write the string means you have to define the string in count as well, so that the string should be worked. So I'll be just writing endl so I can get the space. I'll be just saving it, and if I run here, so you can just see we are only getting hello world. We are not getting this inshalbaig printed because I have not defined this inshalbaig in the count, and that is why it is giving me an error. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just copying this count greeting endl here, and I'll be pasting here. And now in the place of this greeting, I will be writing my name like this. Now if I just save it, and if I just reload here, so now you will be getting two outputs, one this hello world and exclamation mark, and the second one is my name, which is inshalbaig. If I run, you can just see now we are getting two outputs here, means this string is working now, and we are just getting the output successfully, and strings are working. And if you remove this include string from here, and then if you run, so again you will be getting output same. You can just see because we are using an online environment, so in online environment it is not compulsory to write this include string or anything like that. If you want to write, run it again, you can just see the output is again here on our screen. So I hope you understand that how we are using a string in C++, and I hope you enjoyed this video from start. So if you have enjoyed that how we are using a string, and if you understand this video, so remember to hit a like to this video. And if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, a notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. And also share this video as well so more people can learn and they can understand if we are working with C++ like language, so how we can start with it, and what are the things important in these all languages when we are working with that. So just I'll be meeting you in next video about C++ in coming up future. Means we'll be covering up many of the things in future about C++, and I hope you'll be enjoying all that things which we'll be covering up. So for today, goodbye.